The topic we chose to talk about is global warming. To some people, it may not mean anything, but to others, it's a serious topic. Global warming is an increase in Earth's temperature that can be caused by burning fossil fuel, increased levels of carbon dioxide, higher extinction rates of animals, and so much more that can be contributing factors. Since the age of the Industrial Revolution, it is a serious issue that is affecting our lives more and more each day, limiting our air supply, and resources that we use in our daily lives, such as oil, trees, and gas.
Why is global warming of interest and why is it so important? The causes, effects, and complexities of global warming are important to understand so that we can fight for the health of our planet. Global warming is a scientific study of climates which is defined as a period of time. Global warming is important since it helps determine future climate expectations. Through the use of latitude, one can determine the likelihood of snow and hail reaching the surface. You can also be able to identify the thermal energy from the sun that is accessible to a region. Global warming can also cause climate change, which poses a serious threat to life on Earth in the forms of widespread flooding and extreme weather. This, among many other reasons, is why we must protect the environment to prevent global warming.
The global warming controversy is an ongoing dispute about the effects of humans on global climate and about what policies should be implemented to avoid possible undesirable effects of climate change. Global warming can result in many serious altercations to the environment, eventually impacting human health. It can also cause a rise in sea level, leading to the loss of coastal land, a change in precipitation patterns, increased risks of droughts and floods, and threats to biodiversity. The effects of global warming are more frequent and severe weather. Higher temperatures are worsening many types of disasters, including storms, heat waves, and droughts. Other effects are higher death rates, dirtier air, higher wildlife extinction rates, more acidic oceans, and higher sea levels. Factors that influence our climate are elevation or altitude. Normally, climatic conditions become older as an altitude increases. Other influences are prevailing global wind patterns, effects of geography, surfaces of the Earth, and climate changes over time. All these factors raise the question as to what really is the cause of global warming. Is it the human population or is it just science?
At this point of dealing with climate change, according to a NASA article, Is It Too Late to Prevent Climate Change? There are two approaches of dealing with climate change as of now. These options they included was mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation would involve reducing the spread of greenhouse gases into our atmosphere that play a huge contribution to our climate change. But when it comes to where things are going with climate change, it would really focus on our adaptation to climate change. Since it is already starting to become an irreversible issue if we are unable to make these changes quickly. America is already beginning to physically see these consequences of where global warming is going with issues such as wildfires, flooding, as well as the impact of rising sea levels along the coast. If there are no serious actions against global warming, it will lead us to deal with terrible environmental and economic effects. Although one of the latest actions taken by America was President Biden's recommitment of the U.S. to the Paris Climate Agreement, which means that America will join other nations in cutting our carbon pollution to prevent the global temperature from rising 1.5 degrees Celsius. Although by simply reducing our carbon emission and using clean energy technology, we should be able to at least prevent the increase of global warming.